Well, hi and welcome to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection since 1991. Today is Friday, the 14th of July. My name is Pete Connor, your show's host, and we're going to have a couple of on-location segments today. First up, we're going to be at the Owatonna Arts Center for the Secret Garden Tour. And then after that, we'll have Pam Roberts from Owatonna Police Department, who will talk about the Night to Unite coming up here before too long. But as always on Friday, we like to highlight our valued sponsors, and we'll do that now. Our premier sponsors are the City of Owatonna and Owatonna Public Utilities. Our primary sponsors, Amy Swain Hearing Centers, Fairway Foods, Little Theater of Owatonna, and the Owatonna Foundation. And our interlude sponsors, Bremer Bank, Brenda Bednar Mortgage Office, Cedar Valley Services, Carlson Branstead and Company CPAs, ERA Gillespie Real Estate, Fairview Animal Medical Center, Horizon Eye Care, Owatonna Area Business Development Center, the Steele County Historical Society, Steele County Transitional Housing, the Third Hand Video Productions, Trium Graphics, and TPS Insurance. We hope you support these wonderful sponsors that are helping us to be on the air with you, bringing you the shows that we do, and thanks to them when you see them. If you have other organizations you think that would be good sponsors, why don't you let us know of them? You can give Leanne a call at 390-5751 and let her know of them. And all of that will help us to continue bringing you the quality shows that you see here on Owatonna Today. We're going to take a quick break now for some messages from those sponsors, and then we're going to get right back to the Owatonna Arts Center and the Secret Garden Tour. Please stay with us.
Hi, I'm Jody Voisin with the staff at Fairview Animal Medical Center, your other family doctor. Fairview Animal Medical Center is a proud supporter of the Owatonna Today Show.
Hi, I'm Betsy Linger from the Owatonna Foundation. Your generosity has made Owatonna a better place to live by benefiting our community, the arts, recreation, and education. Please consider a donation today. The Owatonna Foundation is a proud sponsor of the Owatonna Today Show.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. And we are here at a secret garden because it is time for the Owatonna Arts Center Secret Garden Tour, and I have a gardener with me. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, please introduce yourself to our audience.
My name is Patty Brash-Turry. Welcome to my garden.
Okay.
I'm here to tell you a little bit about the Secret Garden Tour.
All right. So, Patty, let's start with that first before we get into you and your gardens. What is the date and the time for the Secret Garden Tour?
The Secret Garden Tour is on Sunday, July 23rd from 10 a.m. till 4. And you may purchase tickets at the Arts Center and at Cocky's. And tickets are $12 in advance or $15 at the door.
At the door. And at the door, you mean at
the Arts Center,
at the
correct.
Arts Center, okay. How many gardens are on the tour this year?
There are 7 secret gardens this year.
Oh, okay, and a couple out in the country, I understand.
I understood that too.
Okay, all right. And if you buy your tickets in advance, you do need to go to the Arts Center that day to pick up the map.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
There'll be a map, and then I believe there's going to be a little explanation of each garden.
Okay, great. So tell us now, how did you become involved with the Secret Garden Tour?
Well, I'm a Owatonna board member, and I had showed Sylvan a picture of my garden a couple of years ago.
Okay.
And he says, "Oh, you have to be on it." And I said, "Okay."
So it wasn't too easy.
It was
to
pretty simple,
twist your arm.
Sylvan can be, pretty. He can be pretty persuasive, yes.
And persistent.
Yes.
All at the same time, okay. So we're standing here in your front yard.
Yes.
And I took a tour with you, and what you like to do is kind of little vignettes around the yard. And I love that. So tell me, how did you get started with this?
Well, I got started in gardening by just some little flower pots.
Okay.
That's how I started, was just a bucket. I think I found a coal bucket. And then one coal bucket led to 3 coal buckets and a lot of pots, tubs, wash tubs, just anything I could that was old.
Wow, okay. So How long have you been perfecting your garden? And I'm zooming in here on the bench that's behind you, and we can see a couple of the enamel pots that you have acquired with some lovely plants in that. And then, of course, we started out with the bird cage, which is really cool.
I usually have the drawer out with some bird seed on it, but for some reason it got closed. So,
oh, okay.
So that's
cute.
kind of a cute idea.
Right.
I like old things, and I just love getting my hands dirty. I didn't realize how much I love playing in the dirt. And so, like you said, I have one little area from the next, and it's just a little bit of my personality.
Okay.
I collect a lot of antiques, 40s and 50s, so my gardens will show.
We'll reflect that.
We'll show a little bit of that.
And your bench back here is very unique. It's a birdcage bench, actually, and it goes so well with the birdcage hanging above it. I love it.
Well, people say I tell myself I'm not an artist, but everybody says that I do have a little artistic ability.
You've got a flair.
A little, yeah. There we go. I have flair.
Yeah, you have flair. There you go. And you like to say that your gardening is quirky.
It is, because I never know what I'm going to do. I add and take away, and I change colors. One side of my yard is all purple.
Oh, yes, and that's a salute to
Prince.
Yes. And we are not going to show that because you have to come and see it on the Secret Garden.
You do,
yes,
you do, because that's pretty spectacular.
Okay, so I'm just going to pan over here to the right, and up against the house you have this really cool display of old children's, well, I see an old wagon and an old pedal
There's a
tractor,
scooter.
A scooter? That is so cool. How did you acquire all of these? Oh, and I see an old croquet set.
Yes, I go antiquing, I go flea marketing, I go garage sailing. I don't pay a lot of money for these things. I'm pretty a bargain shopper.
So there you go. So that adorns the front of the house, and then I'm going to scoot the camera over this way, and I'm standing on a hill, so that's why things are a little kitty wampus. Tell us about what you have underneath this tree.
Well, this tree, I have my chandelier. Sylvan likes to call this the formal room.
The formal room.
And then I made a little bird feeder with a crystal sugar bowl,
Cool.
and I fill it with water and then bird seeds. And
Okay, and then your bench is lovely.
well, it's nice to sit out here in the spring because my crabapple trees are the most beautiful trees in the spring.
They're very
and
large.
they're very fragrant, so I love sitting out here.
Oh, okay. Well, this is lovely. You have some surprises in the backyard. We're not going to show them all, but there's one in particular that really caught my attention. So let's relocate to the backyard.
Okay.
So Patty, we've relocated to the backyard, and I love this tableau that you've set up here. And as you said, this is your salute to America. Yeah, so tell us how this all came together. How long did it take you to put all of this together?
Oh, once we got started, not long. My husband worked very fast, and he helped a lot. What happened was somebody gave us the school desks. And then how these gardens in the backyard got started, if I may tell you. I have friends that were in the Minnesota Gardener
Oh, yes, okay.
May and June issue.
All right.
And their name is Mike and Judy Cunningham, and they have a 1-acre farmstead in Shoreview.
Okay.
You have to get the pictures to it to really know it. But they had this area where there were doors. And I fell in love with it. And I said, I have to have doors. I said, but what would I do with doors? And they said, use what you have and what you love. And so, here's my school. And my chalkboard, and it's just patriotic.
Good.
And again, I just plant flowers, and they come up and again, and I have no gardening experience. I just plant what I love and
And water it?
and water it and go. That used to be an old school desk with the red and white flowers.
Oh, okay. Oh, sure.
But
I can
the
tell.
top
I see that.
got rotted because it's been out here and it does rain. So I just took the top off, and then of course you have to have a locker. Some schools have lockers.
Oh, yes, absolutely. And I love the flag that's encased in what was probably an old window.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
that's
just folded over. And
just folded over.
yeah.
And you have an abacus there.
Well, you never know when you might have to have one of those.
Yeah, you don't have your cell phone handy?
There's also, you know, we have rulers. What I don't have out here right now today is my globe. I forgot to put my globe out, I'm sorry to say.
Oh, okay.
But it'll be here at the garden tour.
At the garden tour. And then as we pan farther on, you do have some old-time school desks
Yes, I do.
as well.
And then the typing desk is a old metal typing desk.
You know what? And my mom had one years and years and years ago like that. That is really
That's where
cool.
they used to sit on and
Yeah.
do all that typing.
Oh, wow. Well, this is so cool. This is very, very unique. So now, how many years did you say that you've been actually gardening here at this location?
I've lived here 11 years now. And so this happened within the last 3 years.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Was because I was up at Mike and Judy's, and they've been on the home tours there, and actually some gardeners from Subas had been up to their place.
Okay.
And they have an Irish pub back in all their gardens, and if you go on a garden tour up there and they're on it again, they'll probably tip a brew back for it with you.
I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, Patty, thank you so much for sharing a part of your garden. And as I said, you have little niches, little tableaus spread throughout the yard, and people will really find this quite interesting. It's just really cool. I just absolutely love it.
Well, the colors go with my personality. Around the back, you know, I have my cushions that have a certain color, so the flowers have to be a certain color.
Okay.
But there's a really special one that you guys want to come and see.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, actually several.
Well, probably several, yeah. It kind of goes, you're going to take a circle.
A circle around.
We'll take a circle.
All right. Tell us again the date, the time, and the ticket price for the Owatonna Arts Center Secret Garden Tour.
Okay, the Secret Garden Tour is Sunday, July 23rd from 10 a.m. to 4. The tickets are $12 in advance. You may purchase them at Kotke's or at the Owatonna Arts Center.
Okay.
You may purchase them at the door of the Arts Center for $15.
Okay.
But either way, if you get them in advance, you need to come up and get your map that day.
Right, at the Arts
At
Center.
the Arts Center, because they're not going to let you take that out
That's right.
before
That's
that.
right. No sneak peeks.
No,
Except here on
except for
Owatonna.
right here. Right, you got the peak right here.
All right, all right. Well, Patty, thank you so much for your time. And thank you so much for showing me around your beautiful gardens. I absolutely love it. I am inspired now, more inspired than I've been in a
Wow,
long time.
really? Well, that's good, because I was a little nervous thinking, you know, it's a little quirky, but
Oh, no, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. So, do not miss the
Owatonna Arts Center Secret Garden Tour, Sunday, July 23rd. Please come and see me.
Yes, absolutely. And audience, please stay with us. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hi, my name is Ryan Gillespie with Bremer Bank Mortgage. By trusting your home loan needs to Bremer Bank, you are guaranteed a personalized, straightforward, and honest experience from application to closing. We look forward to guiding you through your next home purchase or refinance.
Owatonna Public Utilities, real people, real reliable, real progress. Making life a little easier day after day, taking pride in our community, listening to what you say, a voice you can talk to. We're growing with you in mind in everything we do. Owatonna Public Utilities.
Since 1988, the Owatonna Area Business Development Center has been the part of the success of many area businesses. The center leases office space and manufacturing space and offers on-site business consulting. The Owatonna Area Business Development Center is in business to help your business be a success.
Hi, I'm Rick Smith, Golf Course Superintendent of the Brooktree Golf Course. Brooktree is an 18-hole championship golf course featuring well-manicured greens, tees, and fairways. We are open to the public. I challenge you to find a better maintained golf course for the money we charge here at Brooktree. Come on out and play Brooktree, a great golf course.
Well, welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection, and a big welcome, Owatonna Today Show. Welcome to Pam Roberts from the Owatonna Police Department.
Good morning.
Nice to see you. Yeah, good to have you here. You know, I have to first say, because we'll talk a little bit about your history, but you're the chalk. You were the chalk lady.
I was exactly for many years.
Yeah. Putting chalk on the tires of downtown tires and watching everybody run out and moving or scrubbing
exactly,
it off.
And getting to enjoy the great outdoors.
Yes, yeah, right. But that's pretty much history of your export. How long have you been with the PD?
I have been with the PD probably about 10 years now.
All right. And prior to that, city?
Prior to that, I worked for the county.
Oh, county. Okay. In what capacity there?
I worked as a corrections officer there for many years, and then worked up front at the desk.
At the detention center?
At the detention center.
So anyway, at 204 East Pearl, and now your role is administrative.
Yep, so I'm an administrative assistant to the patrol division.
All right.
I report to Captain Eric Rethmeyer.
Okay.
And do just all kinds of different things for the patrol division.
Yeah. Okay. Such as, what are some things that need to be?
Well, I deal a lot with scheduling our community service officers, scheduling the things that they do, scheduling our reserves for community events that are going on. I do all the forfeitures for the police department, and just working, doing general things for the police officers.
Okay. So, you know, you've mentioned a couple of things. We're going to want to spend as much time as we need on the Community Night to Unite because that's important, but you've talked about some things that you've mentioned this, you know, reserve program, some other, you know, non-enforcement kinds of things that the police department does. And I think it's fair to highlight some of those things, such as you have a chaplaincy program.
Yep, we have a chaplain program that we have probably about 5 members on. And those chaplains, they come in and they do ride-alongs with our officers, so they get to know the officers and what things that are going on in the community. And then they're there to go out on those calls that are necessary.
Yeah, unfortunate calls typically. Right. I know that there used to be an Explorer program for kids, boys and girls coming out of the scouting programs.
Yep, so we still have an Explorer program. It's run by Officer Michael and Officer Quinlan. They are promoting that and working with kids. I think that they probably have 6 to 7 explorers in their group right now.
Okay, and what is it that those young people are doing with the Explorer program?
So the explorers are getting to see the ins and outs of police work and seeing what it is all about. And they do all kinds of different things with them. And they get to see what an officer's job is really all about.
Some might be interested in pursuing a law enforcement career, and this would be a good, you know, a foundation for at least understanding what that is. We just got finished with safety camp.
Yeah.
And I know that Officer Altenbruns is kind of the leader there.
Yeah. They did that, and they had great weather for that, and everything was good. Yeah.
And it's hot. It's hot, right. And then the reserve program.
Yeah, so we have probably right now about 13 members in our reserve program. The reserves, they do a great job with all the community events, whether that's, you know, parades or special events that are going on within the city. They also do a lot of volunteer time in patrolling the parks and just getting out there in the neighborhoods.
Yeah, right. Escorting, I know, funerals.
Yep.
That type of thing. Other non-enforcement things that the PD gets involved in might happen. Daycares.
Yes, so we do a lot of presentations at the daycares, and doing some bike safety issues, talking about safe summer issues. We have done some things at the library. So just getting out in the community and talking, to everyone.
Sure. I know I've maybe this is a question be better for a shielded officer, but if someone were interested in a neighborhood, and we have a street that's kind of a thoroughfare, it seems anymore where I live, it seems sometimes the traffic goes pretty quickly. Cars go. How easy is it for someone to come up and do a speed check, that type of a thing?
And we can do that. We can, create an action request, which is, one of those things that we can do, and then they will monitor that area, and be able to get back to the RP, the reporting party, in regards to what things need to be done to resolve it.
Sure. Okay. Well, let's talk about the kind of the big dog of this show at any rate, and that's the Community Night to Unite. Historically, it's been going on now for a number of years, hasn't it?
Yes, it has. But this will be the 9th annual Night to Unite that we've participated in. It is always the first Tuesday in August.
Okay.
So this year will be August 1st. And we look forward to, we've normally had anywhere around 40 block parties that are going on throughout the city.
So, and if one wants to do that, what would be the process for a group of people in a neighborhood to want to have a so-called party?
So there's a registration form that they need to fill out and drop off at the law enforcement center. They can pick up that registration form at the law enforcement center, which then they can also get a packet that has information for them as to how to hold their party, invitations so that they can invite the neighborhood. It gives them a lot of tips and what to do. They can go online and print out that registration form, or they can call me at the police department and I can mail them out a form.
What's your phone number? Let's put that out.
It's 507-774-7200.
And if someone wants to do the online form, simple doing a Google Owatonna Police Department, we'll get them to that.
Yep.
Right?
And then they can print it out and they can email it in or drop it off.
I've always wondered, I don't know that we've ever had one up on my street, but we've had plenty of parties, but I don't know that was for this Community Night to Unite. Let's say that part of the street doesn't want to participate in that. How does the logistic, because I know there are barriers that will come up onto intersections. How do we control traffic, in other words?
They can request traffic control cones that they can put out, and we allow them to do that evening. Most parties are held between 5 and 9, and so they can block off that street, so that they can have a safe party. Okay,
so it would be the whole street then that would be blocked off, and so if someone didn't want to participate, they'd just kind of have to suck it up to say,
it's for a short period
of time. What sorts of things happen during the Community Night to Unite? What sorts of activities?
Well, we like to get out to these parties so that people can know what's going on in the community. The officers will talk about things that are going on at the police department. It's a good time for neighborhoods to come together, to get to know each other, talk about those issues that are going on, just like you said, as far as maybe a traffic control, because there's speeders, and and they can bring those issues to an officer who's there visiting their party.
Living in a neighborhood, sometimes you don't know who you have. I guess I'm considered an elderly person, and we always hear about having people look in on the elderly, and how much time could be saved if that were the case before an emergency were to...
Yep, exactly.
or especially during hot heat times where people might become dehydrated, and become ill in that way.
Well, and you also, as a community or a neighborhood, those suspicious things that could be happening.
Yeah.
And so it's a good thing to know your neighbors, know what's going on in your neighborhood.
Sure.
With issues that have happened with tire slashing and so you want your neighborhood to be able to report those suspicious activities.
So if you see it, if you see something, say something.
Exactly.
It's a real, it's a neat, it's become universal, hasn't it?
Right.
Statement.
So that's what Night to Unite is about, is heightening that awareness, in regards to crime, or just, as you're saying, bringing a community together.
Yeah, excellent. Well, I hope that it's going to be a great night. Weather doesn't matter. You're going to have it.
We have it rain or shine. Yep. Always more successful when it's shine.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Anything else happening? I know one last thing. The newsletter that comes out every Friday. Are you involved in that?
Yep. Well, it is called Just the Facts.
Yeah.
And anyone can subscribe to it. When we go out for Night to Unite, we do present that as well, telling people that they can sign up for that at our website.
Right. Well, it's a good piece. I look at it every week and kind of find out.
Gives you a lot of information on what's going on.
It really does. Yeah, it's a small and a short piece. Well, we've got a lot of information here today. Thank you for sharing all of it. And best wishes, continued best wishes to you, and hopefully our citizens will participate if they want to for community night to unite, and that they'll have a great opportunity to meet and greet with some of our so-called boys and girls in blue.
Yes.
So thanks, Pam, for being here to help us with that.
You bet.
And thank you for being with us for this segment. We're going to take a few minutes for some commercial messages, and then we'll be back. So do stay with us.
Cedar Valley Services, located at the corner of Rose and Grove in Owatonna, provides an array of services for people with disabilities in Steele County. CVS thanks the entire community, especially our business customers, for supporting us in Owatonna for 43 years. Thank you from CVS.
Welcome back to the Owatonna Today Show, your community connection. It's now time for some community announcements. The third annual Augusta Station Car Show and Fundraiser will be held on the 22nd of July. Registration at 8 o'clock a.m., showtime 8:30 to noon, Steele County History Center. And there is a $5 registration fee for vehicles and free attendance for free admission, for attendees. There's an 8:30 to 10:30 a.m. breakfast, and lots of things going on. Come and look at some old cars as well as Augusta Station at the fairgrounds. Matt Dean, Minnesota State Rep and Chair of Health and Human Services Committee, will be in Owatonna Monday, July 17th at the VFW Hall at 7 p.m. talking about health care and the state of Minnesota. The next Wine, Women, and Golf event for the beginner or non-golfer will be Saturday, July 15th at Brook Tree Golf Course from 2 o'clock to 3:30 p.m. and from 3:30 to 5 p.m. A $15 fee includes 3 holes of golf, 1 helper, and a glass of wine. Penny George Institute for Health and Healing at the Owatonna Hospital has expanded its retail services by adding healing, touch, and wellness coaching. To learn more about the programs and services at Owatonna Hospital's Penny George Institute Outpatient Clinic, visit alinahealth.org, or to make an appointment, call 507-977-2828, and that'll take care of it for today. Please come back on Monday when we will have Amy Swain from Amy Swain Hearing Centers with us, as well as Owatonna Crazy Days update with Kate Harthen and Cindy Stelter. It's been a great week for us, and we hope to see you back on Monday. Have a safe and relaxing weekend. Thanks for being here.